Yes. Okay. That's right. That's right. Okay. Woo, here we go, guys. Welcome everybody to the losers bracket final for our international King of the Sea tournament, and it is a repeat of another final we saw earlier: Rain versus 3X. Rain bringing in north on Estuary a gearing that is Bison. Let me go ahead and enable the build viewer there with a typical COTS build. Real Ship Shady and another typical COTS build. Look, they're identical. No, they're almost identical. Very close. Gang Barang is in a Gdansk. And Taro is in a typical Daring. Lulu Snail is in his unique upgrade Des Moines. Lucar 2003 is in a reload Petropavlovsk. Behind them is Malamu in a Sniper Quickscope Vermont with the upgrade for the DCP module. AI Gunner Dastard is in the other Vermont with a very similar build: Quickscope, Quick Turn, and DCP upgrade. And then the last ship for Rain is for Mazing in a Des Moines with unique upgrade. Puddin', what do we got to the south?
For 3X, we have Flashbang Babies, typical Daring build, heading to Apples with the typical, this is Gdansk with like real pew pew build.
All guns, baby.
All guns, and that is driven by Shriver. Point in his Manitars, heading over to Apples also.
Mm-hmm.
And in tow with them in the Ohio, driven by Silverblade, who is sniper build, probably running Halsey with that setup. Snackman in the Schlieffen is going in between bacon and chocolate, and he is full dual Nuremberg setup, i.e. he's all secondaries, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Going over to Donuts, Vile in his typical Gearing Cots build. Kenny in his unique upgrade Des Moines. He's really heavy into pew-pewing stuff.
Both outnumbered and top grade gunner Puddin'. Look at that.
Yep. Blood Legend with a reload Petro, and Marco Polo with his typical Daring build.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope Kenny's actually able to utilize all of those skills he put into and lives.
We shall see what happens, as this is game one. This is a best of three. Snackman already gets smacked a little bit. Look at how Rain is deploying both of their Vermonts. They're expecting a push up the middle, and they want to prevent that, obviously, if they can.
Well, I mean, you're putting the Schlieffen there because, 5.5 Hydro, dual Nurembergs, torpedoes. Like, it really is probably the best cruiser to put there. I mean, battleship.
Yep. A reminder, the ships that have been banned: Kleber and Hargamo for this particular game.
I find it interesting that the Manitar really doesn't have a smoke cloud with him for 3X over at Apples, which probably means he's going to be utilizing more island cover.
Yep, probably. We see an initial radar from Lulu Snail's Des Moines catching Marcelo Palo's Daring out at Donuts.
But I was going to say, this is kind of risky for 3X, knowing, ironically, their luck today with their, smoke death nail. This could be a smart play by them to have Point go, well, we're not going to let you rely on smoke. You're actually going to have to actively dodge.
Yep. Lulu Snail did take a torpedo up the butt there. Unfortunately, did not have Hydro active. So I saw this in COTS in the Losers Bracket International Finals.
Well, more importantly, he didn't get hit by the torp and then immediately pop Hydro.
That's true.
Right?
He popped it now.
I mean, wisely so, right? There's a second set of torps coming. Let's wait a couple seconds and then pop it to confirm where these torps are coming from.
Yep.
Right? Like, that's what he's doing. Like, they have to know there's two DDs over here. They know one of them's the Gearing. Somebody's capping and not spotted, or unless they did catch him out on radar. So his torps are coming from, which angles.
So, I gotta tell you, take a look at it's just Snackman in this position is holding both and Taro and Lucar back. And it's just interesting how one ship is able to do that.
I mean, it's what you bring to Schlieffen for, right?
Yeah. And then you can see that Silverblade in the Ohio is backing up his buddy, just to be sure. And by the way, Silverblade does have the pennant, so he does have Halsey in command.
I barely can recognize that stuff. But I mean, like, this is why you do a Schlieffen and not like a Z42 or 52. Much more firepower, you know, better suited for the task, but you do give up that battleship slot of you get to sit there and play cruiser.
Yep.
Blood Legend spotted now, shooting it in the middle at the Daring, I believe, not the Petro. Good choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, he does connect. As Lulu Snail gets in position to farm Snackman. So we're in a situation where, much like other maps where you've got the island in the middle, it comes down to which team's able to get to the flank and farm out the opponent faster. Which is super fun and exciting to cast, let me tell you all. As Zentaro gets Ohio'd. He's forced to back out of Chocolate. No, he's gonna... Yeah, he tried to grab it. I don't think he can.
I would like to bring up one point. We're nearly 7 minutes into this game, and 3X has not lost a ship, even though Vile was like, I'm going to eat a torpedo anyways.
Yep, and Lulu Snail now going broadside, just getting hammered by Silverblade.
And he's got torps coming in, and his Hydro's down, but these will be spotted momentarily by him.
Yep, and it looks like
he eat any?
He might just go ahead and grab one in the butt again. As he does, he's going to take two and go out here. No!
Ooh! Just
it expired.
Eyes out. But damage was still done to him.
Absolutely.
And torpedo damage is considered Citadel damage, so you're not healing all of that back.
Speaking of heals, he does get one going. But Lulu knows he's out. He opens up, and there goes Silverblade taking him down. 3X taking first blood 7 minutes into this game.
Rain is picking up Chocolate. They do have the cap advantage, even though they are down ships. And that was brought to you by Schlieffen's Hydro is down. He's still reversing. I wonder if he's going to single fire launch torps at him.
That would be very ballsy at this point. The Snackman's detected and he's moving forward, so Intaro is doing just that. Oh, he smokes. He smokes right in front of Snackman. Snackman knows he's there, but... Oh, this is brilliant play. This is brilliant play.
I mean, he knows this single fire. Like...
Snackman hits the W key trying to run away.
Wow, he does avoid all of them.
He's going to avoid them because of the fact he was stern on instead of bow on to the C cap. Here comes the next set of torpedoes. He's going to take these right up the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, 4 torp. That really hurts Snackman there.
Brilliant play by Intaro.
Oh, definitely. Like, well, I mean, you know the Hydro's down. Why not? Like, you're down a ship. Get rid of the thing holding you back in the mid.
And look at Gangbang. He's in the perfect spot to receive this Snackman, who's forced to run away forward now. So now Snackman is going to be set on fire. And just 2 fires this all will probably take, and he'll burn out. He's already on 1. Let's see how his torpedoes are looking. They're pretty healthy.
I don't know. 1 fire might burn them out with the damage being done with just, you know, the HE damage.
It's going to do it right there. Yep, Gangbang gets the kill. I'm surprised he didn't walk the fire forward a little bit to try to get another fire on the bow, but it doesn't matter. Schlieffen goes down. That opens up the middle.
I was going to say, more importantly, like 3X is in control of, like, donuts, firmly in control, which is going to give them chocolate.
Yes.
Right? Chocolate falls, then they get bacon. Like, all they're doing is pushing these rain into like 3X's kite side, right? So there are plenty of crossfire opportunities here.
Look at Malamu in the Vermont. He's got no idea these torpedoes are coming. He's about to. He pulls forward now.
I think he's going to eat 3.
1.
Oh, I was wrong.
2.
2.
3. maybe 4. Meanwhile, the
No.
daring for 3X does manage to take out Lukar's Petropavlos. We missed that torpedo salvo into him because we were too busy looking at torpedoes. Speaking of torpedoes, Blood Legend takes a torpedo. Wow.
Oh, he's just activating his AR. You know what I find interesting is with the Petro here, you've seen so many different, I would say, builds between reload range and the unique mod.
Yes. Now, we didn't talk about the unique upgrade. I guess it doesn't matter since we don't see that ship anymore. But the unique upgrade increases reload, increases damage for AP shells by 10% at the price of 1 of each consumable for the Petropavlovsk. So that's a pretty exacting price.
I mean, which, you know, I myself personally don't find it useful. 10% damage to lose a potential radar and, more importantly, a heal.
And another Hydro.
Well, I mean, nobody uses Hydro until the torps hit you. Like,
Oh,
let's
that's
just
true.
face facts,
That's true.
You know,
We saw it in COTS.
right?
Malamu kind of stuck in his Vermont.
Oh, Gunner gets caught out in the open, and he's being farmed out by everybody that can potentially shoot him.
That's unfortunate for Dastard. He also has Gdansk torpedoes coming his way. He has DCP'd. Now he's got DCP for another 22 seconds because of the DCP module. This is why the DCP module is so handy and competitive, right? Because look, he's going to take these torpedoes, but he's not, at least not going to flood because he had that DCP module up and running.
Looks like 3X is just giving... I mean, we knew they were going to kite from apples, but...
They're giving Malamu the business now.
You know, that Port Essert's still just coming under heavy fire. Like, the poor Vermont.
Both Vermonts are just being mercilessly farmed by 3X, yes. And here come not single fire torpedoes from Marcel Poe, daring torpedoes either way. And that will do it for Malamu. He's going to take 3 here. That's enough.
That's all it takes.
Need to bring me your torch? Sorry, wrong game.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I don't think he was voted out. He was just
Yeeted
kicked
out.
But you know what I like about Point here is he's literally kiting to the dirty CV spot.
Yep.
Which is dragging the Gehring Des Moines with him, right? He's 2 ships are too busy trying to farm him out while he just, goes, hey, follow me. This is giving his Gdansk time to, set up for the torps. This is how you cross torp.
Ooh, Vile goes down to Bison's torpedoes on the other flank. Those were meant for Kinnymod. So Kinnymod gets a little bit of teammate Hydro just in time because his Hydro was down. That's a big kill for Rain, though. That kind of helps him get back in the driver's seat, possibly.
Not only did,
Never mind.
Vile detecting those torps, he made a nice gap for Kenny.
Never mind. Formazing just took a big battleship hit and will go down to Gdansk torpedoes from Striver right there. So yes, you absolutely, when you're playing randoms or ranked or clan battles, when you kite away, you don't kite to the middle of the map. You kite to the corner. You make it really difficult for the enemy team to deal with you or the rest of your team.
Well, I mean, what this does is it pulls 2 ships out of the battle for 1 ship.
Mm-hmm. Dastard
right.
Salvo coming in on points. Minotaur now from super long epic range. They looked cool.
Vermont does, right? But poor Ship Shady is just coming under heavy fire from Gdansk and Minotaur.
Well, that's good. As soon as the cruiser Formazing went down, right? We talked about that before. The death snail depends on both ships being alive. As soon as one of them breaks, that snail is gone. And so Point, all he had to do is literally just turn it around and hit his radar, and they come away with another kill. 3X looking very strong to win this first crucial game in our losers bracket.
Well, let's see, we got 3 minutes left if nothing changes, but I highly doubt nothing is going to change. I'm sure we're going to have more kills.
I mean, the thing is, take a look at what Rain is doing right now. They've been corralled into bacon, and they will die eating bacon.
Well, I mean, I mean, like you say, all you got to do is send your Gdansk Shriver into apples while leaving the Daring to harass these guys. And the reason I would say that is, Daring's got more HP compared to Shriver.
Mm-hmm.
Flashbang's a little bit healthier, so he can afford to shoot.
Yep.
The other option is you send Shriver and Flashbang in there, just in case, one of their DDs is going to try to stop the apple flip. 2v1. Never respect the 1v1, guys.
No, of course not, especially in
waste,
COTS.
It's a waste of time, even in randoms.
Yep. So we're going to see this end very soon here. Dastard coming under torpedo fire, gunfire, all the fire. Striver now very low, but he doesn't care. He could just hit forward and go into the island.
Quick,
Look.
somebody send ASW planes.
More torpedoes coming into Vermont. Striver does go down to Gangberang's Gdansk.
I think the only thing not going in at Dastard is a submarine and a carrier.
Yeah, those are in a different game.
Right, but I'm pretty sure the kitchen sink is flying at him too.
I do believe they have ripped it out and they're chucking it at him. That's here comes the kitchen sink right now. Blood Legend. Just gonna end this.
I mean, the other thing, 3X knows, once he goes down, Marco Polo just goes in and gets, bacon.
Called it. Yep, Marcelo Pello's gonna grab the B cap for free. 2 minutes now until this game is over. Although, frankly, the game was over a long time ago.
There's only 3 DDs left for poor Rain. Most of them fairly healthy, except for Intero's Daring.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to stay long, not with them both opening up.
I mean, at this point, you might as well, right?
Here we go. You got Minotaur and Flashbang all focusing one ship along with the
Silverblade.
Marco Polos.
Ohio comes in, too.
The enemy is about to win.
Who's next? It looks like Bison's next for death.
Yep, and then it's Gangberang.
And that is what Focus Fire does, guys.
Yep, they do take out Flashbang. But that'll do our death pick for our first game.
Yay, Team Bravo.
Team Bravo is the winner. That would be 3X.
I've noticed more Team Bravo wins on this than Alpha.
Really?
Well, I mean, what, the 4 games people played on it? Like,
All right. Oh, Gary. I see what you're saying. All right. Anyway, let's get into our game here. We've got Rain versus 3X. This is the losers bracket final, best of 3. So Rain absolutely needs to win this game to force a game 3. Otherwise, they are knocked out of the tournament and take officially 3rd place. So we have Intaro in the Daring for Rain. We've got Gangberang moving in the Gdansk to chocolate already. Bison in his 420 Blaze at Haragumo. Behind them all, we've got Marcilli. Lucar, this is our first Marcilli of the day. In your typical build, though, he's got outnumbered, so that kind of gives you an idea of what they're probably going to do with him. Put him out in the flank and solo kite away or something. We got Arturius in the Reload Petropavlovsk. More Amazing now coming in as a Manitar. Definitely Manitar. Lulu Snail on the opposite side, going all the way to the 10 line for Rain. That is a range build. Napoli. 4 battleships, we got Malamu in a full tankety-tank Kremlin build. Behind him is Dastard in a full secondary build. Schlieffen. Puddin, what's 3X bringing to this dance?
Well, 3X, I had to do a triple take at their lineup, but going to Apples is a Marcilli, I would say speed gun build. He looks like to be going to Apples all by its lonesome, while Blood Legend and the Stalingrad, built for range, is going to Bacon on the chocolate side with the Prussian that is gun build and running the spotter plane module. Find that one interesting.
Yeah, actually. Okay.
I think first I've seen that, and we have a St. Vincent. I would say typical tank St. Vincent build. We have another that's driven by Silver. Let's see, we have another Stalingrad driven by IKEA. Range. Then we have a Manitar with a Ragnar, and then we have the second Marsili driven by Mr. John Ruthless. Pew Pew build. Kinney in a Marsili, Pew Pew build. 3 Marsilis, 1 Destroyer.
Mm-hmm. All the beef for 3X. Look at the hit point differential. 120,000 more hit points.
Right, and we can blame the poison for that.
Mm-hmm. Now, the spotting plane upgrade is an interesting idea. It might tell me that Snackman does not plan to play up close and personal, but instead play as more of a mid to long range battleship that just happens to have Hydro with the extra utility.
He is built for a traditional tank shoot battleship build. But the reason I find it interesting is Germans are not known for their long range accuracy. Like, there's not much you can do to really help that dispersion.
Right.
I don't care how much range you put on it.
Right.
They're horrible at shooting at anything over 15 kilometers.
Now, Preußen does, though, have really good reload, which catches a lot of people off guard. So that's that.
Accuracy through volume.
Accuracy through volume, exactly. A reminder, Kleber and Des Moines banned on this map, which is why Formazing is in a Minotaur, and Point is in a Minotaur.
But, I mean, there's no smoke for the Minotaur.
So? I mean, he could make his own,
Right.
but then he's far less helpful.
Well, the reason I point that out is, what are the games 3X lost? They lost their Death Snail.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Are they starting to go, well, fine, you want to kill our Death Snail, we're just going to bring a different strike. Good luck figuring out this one.
Yeah, we just won't Death Snail. Like, this is an anti-Death Snail start. And by the way, take a look at map control. St. Vincent going through the channel. You got IKEA ready to go in to see Ragnar, Minotaur together to destroy whatever they come across. And 2 Marsilis. They're all, look at this. It's like they're a marching band. They are all wheeling around at about the same time. It's beautiful to see. Good teamwork. Good coordination.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, like, 3X has said you guys can have apples. There's a lone Marsili to potentially stop anything. Like, Rain is extremely heavy for AB to where 3X is heavy for, bacon and chocolate. Right? Like, you have a lone Marsili on apples compared to Rain. Schlieffen can rotate, Dastard Schlieffen could rotate over, but all you got is Lulu and Gangbang over here to potentially stop anything from happening.
I just put this map view up for a sec because I want you guys to appreciate how crazy this is. Rain doing almost the exact opposite thing on the other side. They're pushing together down A, while 3X pushes together up C. And it's really funny to see how this is working out. Remember, Rain, because of Intaro's daring, is ticking up points for B already. So at a certain point, Rain will walk into A, grab that cap for free. And so far, aside from a little spotting here and there, we haven't really had too much going on. Lulu now detected. So this is going to change heavily. Look at all these shells coming into Lulu. Let's follow these.
Well, you know what I think is also interesting is when you look at, like, the 2 flanks, the 1-2 versus the 9-10. 3X game plan is we're just going to march up the 9-10 line, right? Like, the only thing that's going to stop us is if they were heavy. If they're light, we are just going to go and kill whatever's light. To where Rain was, we're going to take it slow, we're going to take it easy. We're not just going to shove down the 1-2 line. Well, right, so there's the delay on them getting apples.
Yep, absolutely. But they didn't really need to get it, is the kind of the point I was getting at. Because they grabbed the B cap early, they already have the point gain started. They can afford to be a little bit more cautious. So I kind of like that decision. I don't like that Lulu stops in the smoke here. He when you know there's 2 Marseilles, a Ragnar, a Minotaur, a Stalingrad, a St. Vincent shooting at you, why would you stop?
Because you're getting so close to the map border. But see, what I'm saying is they should have got that earlier, knowing that they were going to lose their ships over at Chocolate.
I don't
right?
think they were expecting such a strong push. Is
Right.
what I'm trying to say, right? So
Oh
like,
no, I mean I get it, but I mean obviously we can see, so we have way
Yeah.
more information than them.
the difference is the Napoli's not able to run away fast enough.
But that's what I was saying. Like 3X game plan was we are just going to shove whatever
Yep.
over here,
Yep.
unless they run into the heavy force, to where Rain, was playing the more traditional. We're gonna make sure it's clear before we go in.
Yep. So there goes first blood for 3X. 7 minutes in and change. Dastard is just playing on his phone.
I mean, I don't blame him not
No.
wanting to deal with a double Marsilli coming at him. Like,
Well, he's now the anchor, right? Now that the Napoli is gone, he's the anchor for that part of the flank. So you can see he's backing up, so he can possibly get some shells in. Now, 3X's kiting ship, by the way, is a Marseille of their own. That's very important to note because with his current build, he's built for all the speed he could possibly muster, right? So basically the idea being if Rain tries to do the same thing to them, he can just W away, which is what he's doing.
I mean, this is going to come down to the battle at B more than the battle of the flanks, right? Like, Rain has won apples easily, right? You're
Yep.
sending a Marsilli to deal with another Marsilli. Fine, they just counter each other. To where Rain's got that St. Vincent on, Rain's side of the map.
Yep.
While they still have their poison on their side of the map. So there's a natural cross shot. I mean, as you can see, they've kind of gave up on fully chasing Gang and his Gdansk, but like they know where the Schlieffen is, so that's going to be their target of farming.
Yep.
Stalingrad radars.
So Dastard does back up a little bit to try to slow down the Marcellis. Shoots at John the Ruthless. Doesn't do really anything. Gets himself farmed at in response. People have been asking us before, why are the Marseilles sweet? Why do we call them Marsillis? Why are they so heavily banned? Hopefully this has already shown you and demonstrated why. Because they've already managed to farm out one cruiser. Now they're just going to keep going around, wrap around Dastard now that they see where he's at. And they're going to farm him down to the point where Dastard's going to be forced to move forward. I mean, look, John the Ruthless is dark.
Oh, look, I fired on Dastard.
Yeah, John Ruthless is dark right now. He doesn't care. He's just moving for a better angle. And Point is there. Point is there as the anti-destroyer, right? He can radar at leisure to make sure that the area around him is clear. And
Well,
now
I mean, more importantly, the minute Point gets spotted, oh, let me just pop radar. There's,
yes, that's the point. Exactly.
Doesn't need to wait for the Gdansk to open up.
Or smoke or whatever. Exactly, right. So it's the perfect anti-destroyer cruiser. He's also got his Hydra going, so you guys can see that. He can see all the destroyer torpedoes that are coming.
Here's the thing: that push on the B line is forcing Dastard forward into the Stalingrad.
That's right. Blood Legend is ready and waiting for that.
Right, like Bison's doing his best to try to farm him, but Blood Legend's a little too close to the island to where the only shells Bison are hitting is in the upper superstructure, which do manage to cause a fire.
Yep, they can incapacitate secondaries. They can also take out torpedo tubes. Formazing in trouble. Big hits on Formazing from that Stalingrad, and he goes down. IKEA takes Formazing down. Puddin'. I don't think this is recoverable for Rain at this point. What do you think?
The only way this is recoverable is if Gangbarang's torpedoes manage to kill both these Marsillis. Which, I mean, look at what Kenny and John are. They're separated. So if one person eats torps, they're both not eating torps.
That's right.
But they are close enough to each other to where, their hydro is going to be effective. Their focus fire is going to be extremely effective. Now, of course, I said that. John's going, hey, Kenny, I need to get closer.
Good thing it's happening to you too, but I think at this point they're sensing blood, right? They want to get
What-
around this corner as quickly as possible to get shots into Dastard. I agree with you. It's not ideal. They should be a grid square apart.
Well, I think it is what it is the call was to go, like you say, to maybe start wrapping down.
Mm-hmm.
Like none of their hydro was running, or possibly no Minotaur's hydro is down.
Minotaur's is down.
Like possibly the Minotaur picked it up naturally, which is why John turned in towards Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so they know the torps are on a read load. Oh look, they're starting to separate out.
Yep.
I wonder what's about to happen. Gdansk could possibly getting his torpedoes back.
In addition to that, it's also worth noting, because of the Gdansk kiting away as fast as he's being forced to kite away, he can only luck chuck torps at the bow of ships. Chances are hitting 2 torps or more are extremely low. Plus, they're European torpedoes anyways. They aren't going to do a ton of damage. They aren't going to really cause a lot of floods, etc., etc. As Dastard is forced into the middle and into the kill zone, and he is about to become executed. Blood
And
Legend.
That's what they.
Nope. Snackman. Gadoom.
But I mean, that's what that whole push was.
Yep.
You force whatever was sitting there forward.
Yep. This is very much like Game of Thrones, watching the Battle of the Bastards, right? When Jon Snow's force gets all surrounded.
Antero got picked up making a YOLO play against Blood Legend.
Yep. He's trying to get the extra torpedoes to get in there. Malamu shooting up Blood Legend's butt. Blood Legend will go down. It's just a question of...
Does he take
Yep.
the daring with? I don't think he will.
No, he doesn't. He's not ready for it.
Well, thank God Stalingrad went down, because it's no longer a blowout, because 3X lost a single ship.
Now, and
But more
things could still
importantly,
change.
like not sending. I don't think the daring for Rain sent all his torpedoes, which means he still has a set.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be an interesting fight between Snackman and Rain's Kremlin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Somebody we haven't talked about, Faster Motion, is on double fire, burning. I don't believe he's going to be able to recover. He could go out here.
Yeah, he was kiting away a lot, and I think Malamu caught him off guard and caught us off guard too, because we've been so busy looking at the northern side of this. There he goes. So now we've got Snackman versus Malamu.
In 5 minutes.
But Faster's shells coming in still takes
Look
out
at
the Kremlin.
Look at Silverblade. Look at Silverblade in the middle. Daring and Taro. The hero play takes out the St. Vincent.
That is actually huge.
That's huge. That's a clip moment right there, guys. Somebody grab that. Wow, what a play. Rain is not ready to give up yet. I love this, but Arturius...
Reax is the only one with the battleship still.
Arturius is
Well,
in trouble.
Stalingrad is not doing well.
No, but Arturius is in trouble. He's giving side to points Minotaur. There's not much he can do about it either.
Oh, I think that's a mistake shooting the poison. He should have shot the Stalingrad.
I would agree. Shoot the Stalingrad, get the kill on him. Instead, he's going out momentarily.
I mean, Lucar's Marsili, though, is just coming in on a poison, so at least it is focused fire.
It is a trade. Okay, so what does that leave? That's Gangbrang's Gdansk, Bison's Haragumo, and that Marsili all the way on the end there, Lucar. Against Stalingrad,
they're
Minotaur, Marseille, Ragnar.
I think they're just going to ignore Lucar until, like, he comes back into battle. Lucar's probably going to go to sea, which, ironically, I think would be the wrong choice, per se. You need to start getting some of these kills.
Yes.
Like, these caps are going to flip anyways.
So,
You need to get the kills and maintain at least one cap control.
some flashes of brilliance there, which was really cool to see, but still, this is very much a 3x game.
And I really think that all starts with 3X going, We are just going to send it down the 9-10 line until something tries to stop us. And there was nothing there to stop them. They're not going to let two ships slow them down. They have the firepower. They have the ship advantage. Just go at them.
Yep. I think Ray knows it's out, but Bison's trying to get some resets onto A. He is getting them. John the Ruthless he doesn't have his Hydro available. He's going to take one torpedo here. But wait, there's more. That forces him to move forward. And then slow down again into 2.
His DCP is down. I don't think it's... Oh my gosh.
Is John the Ruthless about to die?
No. Oh, wait. He's flooding.
Yes. Because his DCP
And his DCPs?
Because he DCP'd one flood. Forgot that reload torpedoes are a thing. So, Bison...
You know what? If he doesn't DCP that one flood, that
he would have died anyway. I agree.
Yeah, it was just a tough break to eat the 2 torpedoes.
I agree.
More importantly, that's RNG at work.
RNG at work as Lucar goes into the C cap. He's going to at least get this cap, and it turns into a contest between Bison and Lucar, who will save their star and be on the top of the scoreboard.
Bison, because he killed John.
And he did get a full health kill on a Marcilli and get a good amount of decap. But Lucar is going to get a free cap here.
Like, I don't agree with this radar. You know who it is, because you know where the 2 DDs are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think that the radar was more, like, I'll put the circle back up. Now, Stalingrad, Akia's radar's off. It was more a chance to say, hey, are these destroyers coming back or not? Take a look, by the way, at the points differential.
Well, I mean...
This is why they're checking. Look how close this game is.
Yeah, I mean, maybe getting that C cap was a brilliant game plan, because if nobody dies in the next minute and 42 seconds, Brain wins?
No.
But there's no way Kenny's going to let that happen. He is full. I need to get the chocolate as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Almost to the point of I can ram. I need to stop the tick point. And all of this off of holding 2 caps early.
What Lucar needs to do is not
wait, there's 33 seconds left in the whole game.
Yes, there you go.
Well,
now you're catching up to it all.
I didn't see that at all. All Lucar has to do is just run and live.
Yes, and that's why Gangbarang and Bison are running away. That kill on John the Ruthless might have completely thrown that battle for 3x. Which is great, because then we go to a game 3, and you all know how much we love game 3s here. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. The losers bracket going to a game 3.
They don't get it.
Going to a game 3 as we have one Marcilli trying to chase the other Marcilli. And there it is. Alpha wins. Rain wins on Shatter, everybody. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You heard it in Puddin's voice.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
There's the importance of just holding caps for as long as humanly possible.
That goes back to that initial cap by Antaro's daring, right? Getting the B cap, giving Rain the time to set up to A, and then go in A safely, and know it can work. But there's so many more things to talk about. That Antaro hero play, taking down the St. Vincent with the torpedoes, absolutely huge, right? Marseille, which one was it? Faster Motion being farmed out and killed, trying to kite away for 3x, going down, huge. So the Preußen going down, huge. It's just so much to unpack from this game. This was a fantastic game to catch.
More importantly, you know, Gangbarang and his Gadash just keeping the Marcilli, you know, death ball all the way up north, right? Because they could not turn back in because there's a torpedo threat out there, and we have to respect it.
That's right. That's right. All right, well, let's go back to our best of 3 screen.
Amaranth as the tagline.
Hey, Zelda sauce pointed the way.
Right, but do you not understand, guys? It's bait.
Oh, it's great.
It's brilliant.
All right, well, let's get into this game here. This is our final game between 3X and Rain. This is not the winner's bracket final. This is not the grand final. This is the losers bracket final. One team is being knocked out of the tournament. One team goes on to play Shaft in the grand finals in a best of 5. Wow, let's take a look at this. We've got for ships Striver FX in his Gdansk again, Vile back in his Gearing, and Don't Flashbang Babies in his Daring for our destroyers for 3X. For cruisers, Faster Motions in a Manitar. Kinemod is in a unique upgrade Des Moines. Blood Legend is in a reload. Petropavlovsk Point is heading all the way out by his lonesome for now in a unique upgrade Des Moines. El Snackman is now in a Vermont with Sniper Scope. And Silverblade is in a Montana, also sniper build. Puddin', what do we got to the south for rain? Team Bravo.
For Team Bacon, we have 542 in his Gearing that is torpedoes. You can get there quickly, along with the ledge mod. Reload Petro, and also going to Apples is for Amazing in his unique Des Moines with quick scope sniper tank build Malamu. Guess we would just call this the typical Vermont build for COTS. Dastards Vermont, I believe they're built almost identically with the exception of Dastard really loves that heavy AP. Gangbang and Dance, typical Gdansk build, reversing to Bacon. Lulu, unique upgrade with Ship Shady's 420 Blazing Gun build Kumo. The Shimmy, oh my god, Shimikaze driven by Bison. That is a unique mod Shimmy also.
Yes, so all the torpedo
his
reload.
Torps, now, I don't know if he's running 20s or 12s because I'm not running the team battle thing.
He's got 12s. One thing I find... Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you first.
One thing I find interesting is Bison is not running the torpedo launcher, I think that's slot 3. Instead, he's doing for the extra smoke. I think he's just... They know with the Shimikaze, they don't have the smoke output that they would have with a Gearing, for example, so... He's being forced to run that instead to give his team a little bit more cover. Kleber and Moskva banned in this game, by the way.
Well, I mean, he's running the unique mod, but usually when you see the unique mod, you're running the 20s because it's even a stupid fast reload. Like for a Shimmy, and like you're looking for aerial of deniement.
Absolutely, you are. You okay over there?
No, Lucar is actually positioned up to defend Bravo. Not the typical spot you would see. Usually you would see them on the south side more set up to defend Apples.
Well, yeah.
But it looks like Rain is going to be kiting from Apples. Which historically the Bravo team has fought for Apples a little bit more than they have fought for chocolates.
I kind of like this idea. We'll have to see what happens. This Point just got himself detected. Lulu has not used his radar yet. Look at all the Shimikaze and Haragumo torps coming at that smoke screen.
Now, the other interesting thing here is 3X is running 3 destroyers to Rain's 4 DDs. Right, as you can see, Rain has been a little bit more passive, set up to potentially just, be a much more reactive force instead of causing the enemy to react to your movements.
I mean, it worked for them in the last game, so.
True, but the other thing with where the Petro's set up, I wonder if Rain is expecting a Des Moines to be in the channel where Kinney's at. Right? Like that's where you would set something up.
Yep.
At least in my opinion. Vermont Shell's going out on
Striver.
Lulu?
I see them.
No.
Oof. Very close. Those are guess shots,
Ooh.
by the way. That's Snackman just guessing.
That oof was, man, that could have been so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's got the cap yet, but it looks like potentially Rain is going to make a play for apples.
Well, it's ironic, right? Because if you look at how 3X is set up over at Apple's side, they're also set to kite away. Now, one thing I want to note is the difference in the Petropavlovsk positions there. So Blood Legend is pointing directly at the Thunderdome. We've seen this before. It gives Blood Legend some flexibility. If he wants to, he can choose to go point at Alpha or at Bravo. Lucar doesn't have that flexibility because of where he's at right now. Basti on radar.
Well, Lucar does have the flexibility. The problem is, it would take him too long to flex.
Mm-hmm.
To where Blood Legend can do it a little bit faster on where he needs to go.
2 seconds, 1 second. Rain. Basti does a brilliant job of just slowly maneuvering in that cap, and that allows them to take the A cap. That's crucial. As Striver tries to go back into C, gets himself detected, smokes again, and he's in trouble. He's in big trouble.
I do believe 3X has picked up on they're not strong on Apple side. That's a lot of
Striver. Striver goes down to Bison Shimakaze Torps. Brilliant salvo there. So not only does Rain start off with a kill like this, they also manage to get themselves a cap as well. And there's Blood Legend now. He has been told, we are going to counter at A.
But I mean, I do believe they picked up on that, with where the Petro's at, that they are not strong on A side.
Yep.
But more importantly, they did get the cap. It's going to take 3X, a couple seconds a minute or so to at least flip the cap to where, hey, we lost a DD on chocolate side. Good thing they're pushing down at apples because it's just at this point a matter of time before somebody goes up and picks up on chocolate for Rain.
Now, keep in mind, that destroyer kill isn't the end-all be-all at Charlie because the Death Snail grouping is still together, right? Point is still alive, Vile is still alive, the two of them can work together, although Point is now detected. I would imagine that's because of the Shimakaze. Let's take a look and see. Yeah. Bison is detecting him for his team right now. As he just walks into C.
The Death Snail's still alive, but it's still it's just a matter of time for them to get it, and he's just out of Des Moines radar.
Yep.
Which means he's going to get it safely. I mean, it also tells 3X where they're at. If they're not pinging, hey, this is my detectability, this is my radar range, he has to be in one of these two spots.
Right, and then when you add radio location, you know exactly where that Shimakaze is. But I mean, if you're being detected by a Shimakaze, the Shima knows when it's safe to do something like this, right? Because they know they're outside of your range. That's the difference between a Des Moines and a Minotaur. In a Minotaur, if you're detected by something, you can pop your radar and find out who it is.
Ooh, Kenny is being farmed, being shot up by Lucar and Lulu Snail.
Yep, that's the next target for 3X. They've got their Gumo and the Des Moines in a brilliant position all the way up the 10 line there. Torpedo Bison's fine on that.
Ooh, Dastard's cross shooting somebody. Who's he shooting at?
Malamu.
Oh, the Montana Silverblade.
Oh, I see it. I see the shots. Oh, big hit. More big hit. Oh my god, look at those white lines, everybody. White bars.
That is why you bring me heavy AP, I do believe.
Mm-hmm. Amazing was detected for a little bit, backing off, and I think he'll be okay. As 3X does grab the A cap back from Rain. And look at Kinnymod now. Kinnymod being forced to move forward towards the B cap because he was being farmed out on the side. Snackman now moving into the middle in his Vermont. Gonna look for an opportunity shot on maybe Amazing.
But I mean, it looks like Lucar is possibly reversing them, like in case 3X was going to, push down. But like, the other
Oof.
thing, moving back, it protects him from Kinney a little bit, and the Vermont that was shooting him gives him
Faster.
that moment to go dark.
Yep. Faster motion just took a torpedo, forced a DCP. He radars, catches for amazing. More hits on Silverblade's Montana. He's down to under 10,000 hit points with 12 seconds before his heal comes back. I mean, they got to be
Vermont
calling
needs-
this all guns on Montana.
Vermont's got to get this shot off.
Here it comes. The heal comes up. The shots miss. Malamu firing in now. Basti firing in the gearing. They know how low Silverblade is. Here comes Malamu's shot. Will this end Montana? No.
Nope. Like, there's a difference between Montana versus Vermont. Vermont probably would have got chunked heavily there, even though he was nose in.
That's right.
And now, poor Malamu, he's just going to be focused hard.
Absolutely he is.
Luckily, the Minotaur will not be able to set any fires on him.
No. But he does have a good amount of superstructure that can just trap all of those AP shells. And those
stop
overpins.
pointing out the obvious.
All right, Silverblade.
Kenny is low.
Silverblade forced to heal up. Yeah, we haven't been looking at Kinnymod. Kinnymod, I mean, they know they got to find a way back into this. So Kinnymod opening up, Snackman opening up on the Petro. As Malamu's forced to really go deep.
Kenny goes down.
Kenny goes down to Gangbrang Skadansk, and suddenly this is looking pretty not good for 3X. Silverblade is on a sticky fire.
Gun's looking down. Ooh.
Silverblade's on a sticky fire. Just one. His heals up in 18 seconds. DCP is down. I think he'll be okay. Assuming he's not shot at again. Poor Mason gets hit pretty bad.
Okay, I don't know why Dastard is still going forward.
I think he wants an angle on Silverblade's Montana.
His guns are looking over at Apples. Ooh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're both looking at A at being the decisive play there. Silverblade does get the heal
Dastard's
up.
got his guns right at Snackman.
And the dead hull of Kinnymod is actually preventing Dastard from getting a ram off.
That's actually big. That's huge in Rain's favor, though. Because Snackman can't get the ram. You don't, you have a low health Vermont versus, another Vermont. Why give him up that? Oh, no.
Well, let's see if the reversing does it. The ramming flag does its job. Dastard survives, puts the heal up, puts the DCP up, and I'm sure he's laughing really hard right now.
I don't know if laughter would be covering that decision. But Silverblade's still alive, fighting to stay in this game.
Well, the big thing is he just got detected, and I was looking at Dastard to see if his rear turrets were looking, and they're looking the other way. They're looking at the Des Moines that's in the middle there at point.
Well, that's because Dastard was looking at the Vermont that was in front of him.
So now we've got Blood Legend and Silverblade shooting at Dastard's broadside.
Oh, Point's gonna go down. I don't think they can get Dastard out before he gets behind the Des Moines.
That's what they've been trying to do.
And you got real Ships 80 on the other side.
6,000. They're gonna get him. They trade.
But he trades. That's big and huge in Rain's favor.
Absolutely. That's a good clip spot right there as they do trade. Let's go back and look at the overall battle. 3X down 3 ships.
More importantly,
And
I
points?
do believe Rain is now going to be able to pick up Bacon.
Oh yeah, they just walk right in. All that's left is 3X's Apple's side. They went healthy. Oops.
Yeah, Blood Legend can radar, but realistically, that's 1, possibly 2 salvos. His guns are looking at Bacon, so it could be 2 salvos, but
Malamu
it's going to be him
Salvo.
and possibly the Montana shooting.
There it goes. Faster motion.
Astler
The
goes
1-2.
down.
The 1-2 punch. From that for Amazing's Des Moines down south and Vermont.
This is This is big.
I mean, 3X is about to end up in 3rd place. Who could have thought of that, Puddin?
An EU team in 3rd place? Nobody.
This particular EU team, sir.
Nobody. I mean, at this point, it's GG's. There's, like, besides Rain completely disconnecting, but even then, I don't see 3X getting in.
No. No, now's when everybody just pops their ASW, right? Just to...
Yep.
Just why not?
Solace and Cots.
The enemy is about to win.
I mean, Blood just went broadside to a Hirakumo.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're just recognizing it, like, hey, we're gonna move on with our lives.
Mm-hmm. Alright, there goes Silver. When Blood Legend goes down, that'll be it, and Chip Shady just opening up with AP shells. And
Why not? I
that-
mean, it's why Blood went broadside. Do this quick. Do it faster.
Yep. Yep. Imagine if you could just go back to port and end the game that way, concede. Look at Chip Shady even. Look at him. He saturates the bow, and he goes to the rear and saturates the rear while torpedoes are coming in. This is scuttling 101. Doink! And it's the torpedoes that finish the job.
Like, who would have expected to see 2 EU teams in the finals, but more importantly,
3X.
not 3X.
Yeah, getting knocked out. 3rd place by Rain. Now it's Rain versus Shaft again. We've seen this matchup so many times as well.
More importantly, though, the EU champions are fighting in the international champions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It is Rain versus Shaft.
That's correct.
All right, now we have 4 hours until that game comes up.
Yeah, right. All right, well, let's go ahead and do it right. Let's go ahead and apply the screen, make sure that Rain officially gets their 2nd point. Let's go to the winner screen. All right, congratulations to Rain. One of the biggest upsets of King of the Sea so far. You know, we had a lot of upsets on the NA side going into the regional finals. And I'll tell you what, the upsets did not disappoint here on the last day of King of the Sea. It doesn't get much better than this, folks. All right, let's do this.